Hello, beautiful souls. How y'all doing? Welcome to Brainy Twin Gemini. If you're new, welcome. We'd love for you to be part of our soul tribe and our loving vibe. If you're returning sub, thank you so much for all your love, your likes, your comments, your subscriptions, the sense of community, family on our channel. It truly warms my heart from the bottom of my heart for all your trust, and I appreciate and love you all so very much. I'm a messenger on the journey of life. I have been journaling in a journal since the age of 9. I get pretty profound signs, syncs, messages, and I firmly believe these messages are messages that I'm meant to deliver to you. Been on this beautiful love journey for about 4 years now. We went into physical separation, and we came, by the grace of God, we came and navigated back to each other on this earth. So this message is for anybody, whether it be twin souls, however you resonate, soulmates, fated connections, divine love. Merely just a messenger here. I primarily do messages for divine love, twin flames, soulmates, fated connections that are in physical separation. And I do 4 cards, 4 being my birth number. And if the masculine could say anything, what would they say to the feminine? What's in their heart space as of the moment? And the overall energy of this beautiful, dynamic, fated, blissful, divine gift of a connection. So I'm going to be doing something differently for the next little while, just on a trial basis. I channel my energy in a journal each day, which if you're an existing sub, you know I flip the cards strictly out of my own entertainment purposes. The cards always resonate with the thought or the energy that I document that day. So I'm already going to flip the cards. I'm going to have a backdrop instead of the cards, and you know, and obviously some music, and yeah, just going to try something a little bit different. So I'll go through the message to the feminine energy and what's kind of going on with the masculine energy as of the moment. So the masculine energy, it's just crazy because for the month of February, I'm going to be doing oodles and oodles of videos, because in Canada, February is heart month. It's heart health, actually. And it's also, you know, Valentine's Day, Cupid arrow strikes and whatnot. So I'm going to be doing all sorts of great videos, like why the ghosting, is this trauma love or real love, all sorts of beautiful, beautiful things. So stay tuned for that. I'm really excited. Creative juices are like in, you know, overdrive. They're on steroids, and I'm just so happy to be able to share all of these beautiful messages with you. But let's get back to today, February the 1st. These are all, they're not, you know, it's whenever you stumble across them. They're not time stamped. They're not date stamped. It's whenever you stumble across them. So although it is February the 1st, it's whenever you're meant to stumble across them. So a lot of what's going on with the masculine energy right now is, first, they're clearing a lot of karma, a lot of family karma, and you know, they've come to that realization of what they're meant to do on this journey, and they know that this is a sacred union. All of this wisdom is coming to them, and you know, as they get out and they ground in nature. With this clearing karma, though, there's an element of fear that exists, because fear is very, very prevalent in this connection. The fear of rejection, there's all sorts of things, and it's very fear-based right now. They want to move forward, but they fear rejection. And one of the things I want to say about the masculine energy, and it's merely just energy, don't get caught in a spiritual trap of, I'm a male body, I'm absolutely must be masculine. No. You could be feminine energy with a masculine anatomy. So don't get caught in that spiritual trap, or vice versa. But the masculine energy ran from fear. They had guarded hearts. They, you know, your success and your beauty and everything scared them. And also too, it triggered some very uncomfortable things within them. And, you know, some of the things that they felt that they couldn't accomplish, and being in your presence, you triggered them, and they ran completely out of fear. And they honestly, at the time, they were protecting their vulnerable heart. They felt you were too good to be true, and they didn't want to, their heart to be broken again, because this particular masculine energy has been, there's been a lot of karmic relationships that have betrayed their trust, and they really felt that you were too good to be true. But they are daydreaming, and they do know that this is a sacred union. They just don't know what to do with it. They're confused, and they're running on fear right now. They know that you're divinely protected, because this is a sacred union. They realize that you came together at the perfect moment in time. They feel like there's some triggers going on, and you honestly, feminine energy, I know that you never meant to do this, but you did trigger the masculine energy to run. And I know it's difficult, because it seemed like you're in this most beautiful, profound, raw, vulnerable love, and then it just explodes like a volcano, and the masculine runs, and that's because of these triggers. And it's a lot of it has to do with trauma, and they're just not ready to face it. They're not ready to look and peel those false layers off from themselves. They're trapped right now in their fear and the vortex of the 3D world, and a lot of it has to do with this clearing karma. For some of them, it's just come and slapped them in the face. And clearing karma is one of those things that it's a beautiful gift, believe it or not, even though it is so difficult. And sometimes when you clear karma, it is almost like the dark night of the soul. Because when you clear karma, it's very painful. But you've been selected to do such a beautiful, beautiful thing on this earth, in this moment, as you navigate. You've been given a gift to clear karma. And why? Because God, universe, divine, however it resonates, feels that you can do it. That you have the courage and you have the tenacity to clear the karma of your family ancestry. But with that comes a lot of darkness, a lot of fear, and a lot of confusion, and a lot of crying. So, but the masculine energy really truly does want to communicate to you, and they plan on communicating to you soon. They really do want to. They're just getting over some of this third dimensional garbage and these false labels. And, you know, it's just, they're trapped. And they want you to know that they're trapped right now. It's only temporary. They want you to stand in your power and do what's right for you, and to say no and walk away from anything that's not serving your soul. Just to give them some space at the moment, and trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. And criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as we are, and our relationship will magically transform. So feminine energy, maybe in that it's tough, and sometimes you get into that that loathing where you can't stand, and you're very upset and angry with the masculine energy for the I want to say for the hurt, because it feels like your heart has been ripped out and stomped on, and it's not fair. And you know, it's one thing that this love is not, it's not abusive, even though it seems like you're in this bubble love, and then one soul instinctively runs from fear, but they're fearing themselves, has nothing to do with you. They're not ready. And if you did pursue this relationship, it would be trigger after trigger after trigger, and this trauma, this wounded warrior, this inner child would come out and lash out and do and say things that they never mean. It's like a child having a tantrum. So you're just not emotionally, nor are you spiritually or ready to pursue that path together. But what you do is you come in, you show each other what unconditional love feels and looks like, and then you go on the path of healing, and then ultimately to the path of self-love. And like I said, February is Heart Month, Cupid arrow strikes, the masculine energy is truly healing. It's because of you, feminine energy. They feel exactly the same. The raw is pure, raw, and vulnerable, but they're just healing. The thing is with this journey is you take 2 steps forward and 1 step backwards. So you feel like you have this great momentum. You're moving. Everything is gravy, and then you have something that makes you take a step backwards. And clearing karma isn't just like a one-time event. It is a sequence of events until you actually get to that light of oneself and ultimately to the light of each other. But the masculine is daydreaming of a life with you. And as I say this, there's 2 crows that fly by. There's everything in like duality. So 2 doves, 2 cardinals, 2 crows. And to me, that just signifies that, even though you're of one, we all are of one, but there is an element of duality there. So that's what I have in terms of the masculine energy and what they want to say to the feminine energy. So they do plan on communicating to you very soon. So what's the overall energy of this connection? So what's the overall energy of this divine, beautiful connection? Right now, there's a lot of passion. You have this passion and love for each other, and you always do. And you have passion and protection. But some of you, and whatever resonates, resonates. What doesn't, just pack it away, are feeling like this is a one-sided connection right now. The love isn't reciprocated. Everything just feels so very one-sided. Just know that it's not. Even if you are in physical separation, you are always, you transfer energy, and you have this energy transference, and it's magic and it's beauty. When you're off doing your independent things in the 3D world, it's often not known what each other are doing. You're not meant to, because that's divine protection for each of you. Believe it or not, if this is truly your divine journey, God protects you and helps you navigate the path of healing, awakening, cleansing, and getting to purity and innocence, and removing all of that toxicity and that trauma in your soul. That door is opening very, very soon. And the door is the light to oneself. And right now, many of you you're having these soul calls, these soul cries. So your soul is crying out for you to follow your soul call, your creativity. Because when you awaken, your intuition it amplifies, and it gives you what you're meant to do, your soul call in this life, on your journey of life. And we all must fulfill that soul call eventually at some point in our life. And if we don't, then it's almost like our soul is screaming. I feel with the masculine energy, more specifically, this fear and this envy. So when you came together, some of them, not all of them, their life was in a little bit of disarray. And you seemed, feminine energy, so stable. And you were standing in your power. And there is this little bit of envy and, fear. And again, it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with oneself. There's some contracts ending, some karmic partnerships that are ending with both. And again, this journey is not meant to, it's not about infidelity. It's not about, being unfaithful and disloyal. It's not about that. It's about, if you meet this person, it's meant to awaken you and trigger you to look at your present situation. And is it working? And, is it putting you in a place of light or a place of darkness? And we're meant to be in a place of light, of self-love. And, it just opens you up and makes you more aware. of, you know, what do you need to do in order to bring that light and love into you. The divine and God, universe, however you resonate, is very, very powerful right now and is guiding you both and giving you powerful, powerful messages. And that primarily is to fulfill your soul call. So it could be anything. You know, if you feel like you need to rescue animals, or you know, be a healer and just a messenger, anything, a poet, a writer, whatever your soul is calling, to help children, calling you to do, it's time to fulfill that soul purpose. And lastly, this love is divinely protected, as I said earlier. There's all sorts of things going on, you know, the divine door opening up, divine protection. The masculine knows that this is a sacred union and it is absolutely divinely protected. So that's what I have for you. I want to give you one last loving message to take beautiful, blessed souls with you today. A loving thought triggers a loving response. Your love is felt and appreciated, and an angel surrounds you. A sacred union is born, a union of twin souls within a threefold flame. So all of these cards fell out and magically and beautifully. I love how that card says a sacred union is born. That sacred union card came out for the divine masculine and the union of twin souls within a threefold flame. It's very, very beautiful, and I love it all so very much. And I want to thank you all so much for the love, the likes, the sense of community on this channel. And if any of this resonates, kindly just thumbs up, hit the notification bell, comment to, you know, get your chance into a weekly draw of any 4-card message that you would like. So good luck and have a super duper day, folks.